quick and easy tarp corner reinforcement add-on. Okay, so here's our tarp corner. We just got a piece of paper, but same thing. And so we want to reinforce the corner. Okay, let's cut a perfectly shaped square. So this one is 4 inches by 4 inches. We want to turn this into a reinforcement. So you just fold it in half so that you find the center right there, and then you line it up like this. So next thing we're going to do is cut it. So we can cut it right here or right there. So let's cut it right here. It all depends on what's more convenient, if you're using a double stick piece to stick on here or if you're sewing it. It all depends on what you're doing. So lay it up on there, see? And then I fold it this way. And then I can fold it again this way. And then I can fold the last part back up on itself. I did that kind of fast, so everything isn't perfect. But now the corner is encased in 4 pieces, and we have a fold over at each corner. So that's gonna add a lot of strength. And so if this was if we were using like a Dyneema sticky tape, at this point we would basically be done. We could sew on a reinforcement. But what if the tarp already has what if you're reinforcing a tarp and you want to add something after you've made your tie out? So your little square piece that we folded up, let me show you another piece. Check out this thing. So this is the same piece that I just did, but look what I did to it. I cut a little circle right there. Right there. So now when you take this little piece that you made and you go to put it on your tarp, we found the center. We found the center right there by folding it. So now you can line this up with your tarp. And since you got that hole cut right there, just let your tie outs go through the hole. And then like before, you can fold it over like that. And then take your other piece and fold it back over the tarp. And then take your other piece that's remaining and come back. And now you've encased your little tie out in another piece of reinforcement and covered the stitches of your tie out, which is pretty cool. And you can, if this was a sticky, you would be done right now. But if this was just a piece of fabric, like a piece of what I would recommend is some thin stretchy nylon, because you don't want this to be not able to stretch, then just do a stretch stitch along here. So don't do a straight stitch, because that's going to lock all of the stress cycling right there. Use a stretch stitch like a narrow zigzag. And that way, as this part stretches and the tarp stretches, there will be a little bit of give right there. So there it is. And you can do this too with just a circle piece. So for example, I got a little circle piece that I cut out and I folded it to find the center, and then you can cut it. You can cut it while you're working with it, or cut it before. And then just like before, you would lay it up there and then do your folds. And if you need to leave it open for the, you just cut right here however you want. You can just do a straight cut like this. And then once it's all folded, you'll have a little straight area where you can even run another stitch if you want. And if you want to get really cool with this, sorry, I don't have the right scissors on me, but you can use a scallop scissors and cut your paper right here, and then you'll have that little scallop. You know what I'm talking about, where it's like a little wave motion, and that will spread the stress across an effective longer distance right here, because the little curves of the scallop will help spread the stress. Look at that technical drawing that I drew right there. Just go by that. But yeah, if you have a scallop scissors, you can just go cut along there, and you'll have a nice little scalloped cutout. So if you want to make a circle like that can stick onto your Dyneema, all you need is your Dyneema cloth like this, and then some 3M sheets. I have another video on this I'll show you, but you just get the sheet. You can get really big ones, and then you take your Dyneema cloth that you want and just stick it down on there, peel the paper backing off, and then you will have dyneema, and then one more paper backing, and you peel that paper backing off, and you have a giant sticky piece of dyneema, and you can cut that dyneema out into a shape like this with the scissors, cut a slit in it, and then you have a perfect wraparound corner reinforcement that can also have the sweet adjustability of being available for your tie out. And you can even do like a little square cut, or do your own like little proprietary. If you wanted to, when you did that cut, you could do like a certain shape and make that look all cool right there. See, now we got a cool little opportunity to do a stretch stitch this way and that way. So yeah, that's how you can do an easy corner reinforcement when you're making a tarp, or after you have one that you've made. See you guys later.